We are watching the latest track of Ian, and yeah, we're waiting for the National Hurricane Center. So they do the updates. Yesterday, remember we were doing 1 hour updates. Now we're doing those updates about every 3 hours. So 5 a.m., 8 a.m., 11 a.m. And what we're going to see in the next update is probably a storm with sustained winds less than that 65 miles per hour, but definitely a formidable, powerful storm that has all eyes watching it today with those gusty winds of 60 miles per hour. We have this track continuing to stay a little bit farther to the south and east of us, which helps us, but not our friends in the Carolinas that will continue to watch this swing up toward Charleston as we head into tomorrow afternoon. So even though it may come down a bit in wind speed, it'll start to increase over the Gulf Stream, and yes, likely, and I'm thinking more likely that it could actually be a hurricane as it heads towards South Carolina, and that would be tomorrow afternoon. Our effects will be the wind and the storm surge. So the big two is what we're looking at. The one break we're getting with this latest track, though, is your heaviest rain is pivoting more offshore. We're still going to see some heavy rain around the area, as Lou showed us that. We have St. Augustine to Palm Coast with the heaviest rain, although we've got even some heavier plumes of rain now up towards Sawgrass, areas of Ponte Vedra, Nocatee, St. John's, Fruit Cove, even seen some of the heaviest rain they've seen with this system as Ian starts to pivot. Now, as you go toward the western portions of our area, the west side, the north side, rain amounts have been lighter, but you will see some rain heavy at times today, so just keep that in mind along with those winds. So it's going to be tough to get out and about and drive around. Really, we shouldn't be doing that anyway, right? So let's come back. There's our track. Our new data is going to come in any minute here. And as we zoom in, of course, we are watching this. So let's put our futurecast together. When's this going to pivot out of here? Well, first thing that sticks out is, yes, it's moving off to the east-southeast. And I think as we head into this evening, we will start to see some improving conditions. So we're thinking today is the worst. And then tonight, as we go through the evening, we're watching that third high tide that could bring some flooding with the storm surge. And once we get through that high tide overnight tonight, I think things will get much better because that track I just showed you will turn the winds off to the north and northwest, and that would happen on later on tonight and this evening. So that's the great news. Our spaghetti plots and all of our models agreeing that things are looking more favorable for us. Okay, if we can stay patient. I know it's hard to stay patient in these storms, right? You want to get out and about, but today definitely a day to stay at home with the heavy rain here spreading in, just verifying that. I-95 east with the heaviest rain, even a little orange here, showing some rain amounts up to about a ½ inch per hour to 1 inch per hour. The heaviest rain and the worst of this storm right now, definitely in the Bunnell, Daytona Beach area. This was once, see this northern edge here, this is the strongest band of rain that was once the Iowa as a Category 4 hurricane. Luckily, we're not dealing with anything like that. And of course, weakening over land, and there's a lot of dry air wrapping into the system as well. So we'll continue to watch the heaviest band with this system move offshore. I don't think it'll quite reach our area because look, not too far from Palm Coast there, St. Augustine, Jacksonville Beach, and all up to Meikler. So big picture again, showing some very heavy rain across the coastal areas here today. And then it'd be one of those days where we could see less than a ½ inch for Lake City, where it's just dry right now. They may not get much rain at all as this moves to our east. And then as we go up into southeast Georgia, some lighter rain amounts. So we're thinking about Camden and Glenn County. But the problem is this, it's that wind. Okay, so I know the Sidney Lanier Bridge is closed at 9 a.m., starting at 9 a.m., so we'll keep you updated on that. But that's because we're going to have some wind gusts even in southeast Georgia up over 50 to 60 miles per hour, right? Just almost like a severe thunderstorm, and it's going to be a long duration. So 2 hands on the steering wheel if you have to be out and about. All right, so center of the storm, we'll continue to adjust this. It looks like it's right about on the Cape, 110 miles now to the south-southeast of St. Augustine, Florida. Zooming in, these storms usually chock full of moisture, and we're starting to see one of those heavier bands move in for much of St. Johns County. Green Cove Springs, up to now, most of your rain's been light. You're seeing the heaviest rain so far, and that extends along Highway 17 to Palatka. Some of these areas will continue to see the heavy rain as we head through the rest of the morning. Now, up to the north, we said lighter amounts. Okay, so they're verifying that from Brunswick to areas of St. Simons, beautiful St. Mary's. Good news is the flood warning on the St. Mary's has been canceled for now, but you will have some rising water. We look at Fernandina, St. George with a few rain showers here, pivoting your way. And then notice how it just kind of cuts off. Boom. As you get into areas of St. George, Georgia, and Charlton County, and areas of Brantley County, we're watching, yes, the rain really much lighter side to really no rain at all. Okay, so pretty interesting there. Same thing for areas of McClenny. You've got a few light showers, but you go just to take a drive just a little bit to your west along I-10, and you're dry, and that includes most of Bradford County right now and areas of Union County, especially the western portions of the county, nice and dry along with Fort White. But notice we'll still have some tropical storm force gusts all the way out toward areas of Lake City and I-10. So still not a good time on I-10, rain or no rain with this powerful system. And the gusty winds and the rain will be the story for the duration of today, and then watch for some improving conditions tonight.